Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good morning, Facebook. Welcome to another morning motivation with Big Papa. Hope everyone's doing fantastic this morning. I'm doing great, actually. I actually woke up before my alarm clock, so I think I was up at like 2:30 and didn't get out of bed. I just laid there off and on and just waited for my alarm clock and was just thinking about some of the things I got to do today. But hey, Tara. It's kind of foggy out this morning. So I was thinking about my day yesterday. My workout sucked yesterday. It was horrible. I mean, I got there. I guess I was feeling okay, but I was feeling okay when I got there. But when I got into it, man, I was like, ugh. Then my buddy came over after a little while because he had been doing something else. And I was like, dude, I'm not feeling it. And so here's the thing about me. I don't know when I learned this or when I started doing it, but when I don't feel good, physically good, emotionally good, whatever, and I'm just having one of those sucky days, I just give into it. Like, some days just suck. And I think people have this perception that you've got to push through. It's like you just push through and it doesn't matter if it sucks, it's going to get better. I don't believe that. I believe that when you feel crappy, you got to honor it. And I feel like you honor your crappy feelings just like you do your ecstatic feelings, your happy feelings, and everything else. Because the honoring of the feeling is the honoring of you. It's not about the feeling. Your feelings are not separate from you. It's so weird to me when people start talking to children about, well, you know, we don't really like it when you act like that, and or those are the bad feelings, and we don't want to have the bad feelings. We want to make the bad feelings go away. Like, you know, what are we trying to create, schizophrenics or something? Your feelings aren't separate from you. They're a part of you. And so it doesn't matter what the feeling is. The only thing that matters is that you honor yourself. And here's what I can almost guarantee you. Well, I can guarantee you this without a doubt, that the more you honor your feelings, it doesn't matter whatever feelings are, the sooner they're going to go away and not come back. So that's the thing. A lot of times people they feel like they honor your feeling, then if you give into it, it's like it's gonna take over your life. And so then what we do is we just try to push ourselves through it, and then what happens is you're just suppressing it, and then it just builds up until it's really ready to come out. So if you instead just feel however you feel, and you're like, I don't feel good, I just want to lay back down and take a nap, and maybe I want to take a second nap, and maybe I want to take a third nap, and maybe I don't want to do anything, you just give into it. And you just feel crappy. And then once it's done, it's done. And so just like yesterday morning, granted, I have the privilege of, setting my own days. I have my own schedule and do whatever it is, however I can be maximally productive. But on the days I'm not feeling, which is just rare. So this is how I know I'm on to something, and I've been doing this for years, is that if I feel crappy and my thinking's not there, my feelings aren't there, and I mean, I've got books I'm writing, I've got videos to do, I've got emails to respond to, I've got text messages to respond to, so I've got a lot of stuff to do. But if I am feeling crappy, I just don't do anything. Like, I just don't do anything. And yesterday at one point, I just laid on the couch, no television, no phone, just laid there, and I fell asleep. And it's just like, that's okay, because obviously my body needed that. I wasn't feeling good, and I just gave into it. And here's the thing. So I kind of went this yesterday morning after I had a crappy workout. I went home, made myself breakfast, watched something educational, took a shower, and then I just took a nap. And I think I took a second nap, and I didn't do anything. And I just and I think I may have handled a phone call, it may have handled some text messages. But then by about 11 o'clock, and obviously my day starts really early. So by 11 o'clock, which is, we're already working on an 8-hour day at that point, I was ready. And so I got up, I got dressed, packed up my stuff, went to Starbucks, was at Starbucks by 11:30 or whatever, and worked for 3 hours straight. I mean, just nonstop. Worked for 3 hours straight, got up, left rough from there, had a meeting, came back home after that. I think I took another nap. Yeah, I did. Took another nap, then I had a dinner appointment, and then came home, did a little more work, and then went to bed, was asleep by 9:30. So I took a day that started out absolutely crappy, gave into it, and ended it just crushing it, in beast mode. And then I wake up this morning and I feel fantastic. Like, I am so on fire this morning. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for my workout. I'm so ready to jump into the work I got to do. So I want you guys to be more gentle with yourself when you don't feel good. Some days you just don't feel like being a parent. Now, you can't ever not be a parent, right? But you can not have to be happy. You don't have to be happy. You don't have to put on a happy face. You don't have to cook breakfast. You don't have to cook dinner. Sometimes you can just say, all of you, go in the kitchen and eat whatever you want. And you go lay on the couch and turn on Netflix or something. Give in to your process. It's not going to be every day. And if you're depressed, and that's the thing, you're depressed, that you think that if you give into it, you're going to be depressed for life. I want you to take it to an extreme. I don't want you to just be depressed. I want you to be just flat out sad. I want you to take it all the way down to the bottom of the barrel. And I want you to relish in it. And I want you to roll around in it. And I want you to cry. And I want you to snot. And I want you to be angry and have all the feelings you need to have. And then you watch and see how long it lasts. It will last a fraction of the time than if you were trying to suppress it. Just give into it and just honor your feelings and be where you're at. And what that does is that takes a negative fear-based, I say negative, I don't even like to judge. I don't like to judge anything as good or bad, as negative or positive. But we just have these associations. Let me just say this. It takes a state, it takes an energy state, which is associated with fear, which is associated with stress, which has a tendency to pull you down. And by honoring it, it releases it and makes way for the loving person that you are. And makes way for the loving energy that consumes you the rest of the time. So you give into it, you let it go, move on, you get more energized, and then you make it an amazing day. And that's what you're going to do today. You're going to make it terrific Tuesday. You're going to go out there and crush it today. And tonight you're going to feel fantastic because you just killed it today. Whether you crush it by giving into it, or you crush it because you're energized and you're ready to conquer. So that's it. Big Papa loves you. Thanks for joining me for morning motivation. If you have anything you want me to talk about in these little morning pep talks, I'm happy. Just put it in the comments. Send me a message. Let's get it going. All right. See you guys. Have an awesome day.